Okay? It's recording, huh?
Okay. So, my darling, how did you start to learn English?
Well, it was my mother's idea, obviously, because I was only 3 years old that time.
3?
Yeah.
Wow. Young.
Yeah, very young. In fact, I wrote it down about the childhood in my blog. That's all in Japanese. And I didn't write it down about this. Why she gave me English tutor is because I used to sit in front of the television to watch language program on NHK.
Wow. How old were you when you did that?
3 years old.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Watching language programs on NHK.
Yeah.
Did you learn the language quickly?
Yes, I think the English, yes, I remember, because this is now 60 years ago. It is very difficult to remember back, but I still remember 我去北京, and this is Chinese. And I still remember this. I was so interested in, and my mother was almost looking for Chinese teacher.
Yeah.
But she couldn't find that time. That Chinese, I think it means I go to Beijing or something. 我去北京.
Yeah.
That's what I know in Chinese. But this is the memory from my childhood.
Wow.
Very interested in language.
So, your mother got you a tutor?
Yes. Many tutors, yes.
Many tutors?
Yes.
I think we've discussed this before.
Yeah.
I don't think you had a proper childhood.
No, I didn't. I don't think so.
So, she got you a tutor and you started learning English.
Yeah.
What did you do with it? Was there a point?
Well, this American teacher was very kind, and we used to have hide and seek. It's not proper lesson, really. Hide and seek.
Well, at 3, it's probably not the sort of lesson. Yeah, I can understand that.
But I needed to sit down for a certain duration.
Yeah.
So she used to say, she showed me the capital A and small a. And there was a handbag book. I should have kept that book, precious book. Something to do with ABC. Okay, and this is English textbook for a child, and then it shows apple, and what she does simply A for apple, A for apple. So I have to say A for apple. So Messiah, B for bowl, B for boat, boat. She wanted to say boat, but it's almost the sound faded. So C for cat, D for duck. E for egg. Something. It's a typical, very strong American English. When I complete 5 letters, then she will give me a treat. Hide and seek.
So it was American English you were learning,
yes.
not English English.
Oh, sure, yes. Very, very strong one, yes.
So how did the English come about?
So this is a blog I'm writing. So when I was 3 years old, etc., etc. And then when I was a junior high school student, that's because my parents were Christian. So since I was a baby, obviously, I used to go to church with my parents. Now, the great vicar who passed away, and then the new vicar came from Osaka, and his father was a professor for Latin language in a very famous university. And so he was given a very strong European attitude, obviously. And when I had a kind of a conversation, because I used to speak English a little bit if somebody wanted, so the teacher said, can you introduce yourself? And I said, hi there, my name is Michael. Nice to meet you. And I am junior high school student. And he said, your English can't be international. That's what he said. And it was a big shock wave, almost like earthquake-like. Because I used to read aloud the textbook on behalf of teacher in front of students. But now, what does it mean? Your English is not international, internationally communicate with other people. English is English, is it? I have no idea. So that's the beginning. What's the origin?
So you were how old? 10?
I was 10, 11 years.
So you'd done 7 years of English.
Completely American English.
Completely American English. Yes. But that was your background. That was the base of your English.
Yeah.
And then this chap came along and said, it's not international English.
Yeah. Very difficult, is it, to understand what it means?
Yeah.
Because as a 10 or 11 years old, a child will think English is just English. But he's saying it's not international. What does it mean, So I decided to go to Peaceback to interview anybody they can speak English. So this is what I write it down in blog. Okay, so next podcast I will talk about this following this blog.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Now I am interested in that a joke you said before. ここまで自分が書いてるブログをもとにちょっと英語で話をしてるんですけど、今日のジョークです。Go.
So on Facebook, somebody had posted, every year,
毎年
I go with a friend of mine to get her car MOT'd.
車の車検に行きます。
We do this every year.
で毎年やってるんですけど、
when we get to the garage,
ガレージに行った時に
they talk to me, only to me,
自分にだけ
because I'm a man.
自分が男であるために自分にだけ、その車検場の人が声をかけてきたんですね。
I know nothing
ところが
about
自分は
cars.
全然車のことは分かんないです。
My friend,
友
the
達
lady who
は
owns the car,
でその車を持っている女性なんですけれども、
for many years
もう長年
was the chief mechanic for a Formula One racing team.
フォーミュラ1のレーシングチームのメカニックのチーフだったんですよ、この女性が。
And the answer is, she will pick her moments.
なので彼女は間違いなくこの話にこだわるだろうと。
Never judge a book by its cover.
そうですね。本のカバーでね、中身を選んではいけないと。外側で外見で判断してはいけない。だから俺たちよりもよっぽどその女性の方が車については詳しいのだということで、男にだけ話しかけたというこの車検場の話で女性には話がなかった。女性の方が随分詳しかったというお話でしたね。
I love that story. It's going to be great.
Me too.
Love to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Of
So
that
say that
garage.
again in English because I need you to translate. Go.
Okay. So, tomorrow I'm going with a friend of mine to get her car MOT'd. We do this every year. When we get to the garage, the man in the garage talks to me because I'm a man. I know nothing about cars.
Yeah.
The lady who owns the car for many years was the chief mechanic for a Formula One racing team. She will pick her moment.
Yeah! Be a woman. Okay? I'll talk to you soon then. Ta-da!